Hi everybody. Surprisingly enough, I look better on this phone than I do the other one. You can actually see me better. Anyway, that aside, well, I got inspired to shoot this video because like I used to do years ago, like 9-10 years ago or so, like I'd see something on like the news or here on YouTube or whatever, and it would inspire me to talk about it in a video. Well, I just had that happen tonight, and I wanted to shoot a video talking about it. Well, what wound up happening is there's these two YouTube channels on here. One is the HOA guy, and the other one is Colton Dardley, I think is how the wife's name is pronounced. Don't quote me on that one. And if I mispronounced it, that's not intended. But the second one, I was watching that channel like half an hour or so ago. And what it is, I have a beef with that. I realize both channels have HOA male Karen skits, but the one that really gets up my craw worse than the other one is the Colton Dardley one. Because that guy, he does several things that really get on my nerves. Like, for one thing, he's fugly. They're both fugly, but that's besides the point. But the Colton Dardley guy's genuinely fugly. And I'm like, honey, quit trying to shove the camera up your nose, for starters. Nobody wants to see the inside of your nose, okay? Especially me. Secondly, you need to do something with your hair. So does the HOA guy. They both need to do something with their hair. They look terrible. And the other guy needs to shave his face, but that's his side. But anyway, the Colton Dardley guy, him and his wife, they're just the definition of annoying. The husband, though, he's always trying to shove the camera up the Ring doorbell up his nose. It's like, dude, like I said, nobody wants to see the inside of your nose, honey. And his hair is like, I'm like, honey, I don't know what you think you're doing with your hair, but you need a haircut. Shave your head at the bare minimum, because, he looks like a messed up goose or something. I wouldn't say a rooster, but it's all over the place. Hair gel or something. Do something with your hair. Cut it mainly, because, he's going bald and he looks terrible. I don't know who told him he looked good like that, but they lied to him, unfortunately. And what's really bad is he's always got that Breathe Right nose strip on his nose just about every other time he's in a video. And it's like clearly, dude, you can't breathe. And it's like, there's times when, there was one, what was it? It was a couple of weeks ago or something. He shows up at 5:30 and he's like, hey, he's like, trying to shove the Ring doorbell camera up his nose. I'm like, oh my God, dude. And he was crying about something or other about, you need to get these, you don't need all this stuff here, and you don't need all these packages, and this, dude. This house is none of your business. I'm serious, And he's like, I live 2 doors down in the blue house. Yeah, dude, are you just that hard up for something to do, or do we need to find you something to do? He's lucky he's not my neighbor, because what they do to him is hit him with, over the summer, she hit him on the 4th of July with, like a paintball cannon in, pink or red and then blue. She hit him with the blue one first, and then, a pink or red one, and yelled, Happy 4th of July. I thought that was funny. And they hit him with an orange one. It was orange. It was, pumpkin orange. I thought that was so funny. Excuse me. I did. I thought that was hysterical. I was like, he had a hat on, which we didn't have to look at his hair. Sometimes he comes over with a hat on, which is doing everybody a favor because his hair makes him look worse. He looks bad with a hat. He looks better with a hat on, and I'm like, dude, cover your head. If anybody needed to cover their head, it's him. Either that or he needs to get a haircut. I think the haircut would be the best thing for him. Or he needs to do something with it. Cover it up, get a haircut, fix it. That's just a suggestion, dude. Because seeing his hair makes me seriously go to find them in Utah and shave his head. It makes me want to go find them over in Utah. Because I know they live in Utah. I've seen enough of the videos where they're yapping about the fact that they live in Utah, and I've seen snow. And Utah's known for snow. But anyway, I digress. The video that they shot yesterday on November 1st, 2024, he actually went and unplugged their Halloween display. And was whining about their pumpkins on the porch. He's like, you need to get these pumpkins in. And I unplugged this for you. And it was 5:30 in the freaking morning. I'm like, dude, one, wait until it's daylight out to do this. You don't need to be showing up at 5:30 in the morning. And the lady that lives there is probably, his wife in real life. Told him, you don't need to be here waking my kids up at 5:30 in the morning, dude. They shouldn't be shooting no video at 5:30 in the morning. She should tell him, dude, get your happy ass back across the street and wait until the sun comes up. Translation, do not come over here prior to... She needs to tell him, dude, don't come over here between the hours of 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. If the sun's down, you don't come over here. If the sun's not up, you're not here. It's like he showed up at least 3 or 4 different times in different videos, and it's dark out. And it's just, in this latest video, he was over there in the dark unplugging things and whining about her pumpkins. And I wanted to tell him, dude, the pumpkin can stay out on the porch until Black Friday, technically, because Thanksgiving is later this month, and I've seen them have people have pumpkins and turkeys and whatnot out for Thanksgiving. I have one decoration that I put out, the weekend of Labor Day, and it's outside right now as I speak, and I leave that rascal out there until Black Friday, when I swap it out for my Christmas stuff. So, that's how that works. And I've never had a problem with my HOA people, ever, with this. They don't care, because, it's not, disruptive, or a blow-up, or this, that, or the other thing. It's a nice little quiet display. But anyway, that's what he was doing. He was boohooing about it. I'm going to include the link to the video that I'm talking about in this video in the description. But, and since I'm on the subject of people doing things and people in videos, I'm sure some of you are probably wondering about how Tony's doing. He's okay. On Halloween night, I don't think I mentioned this on Halloween, but when I went to see Tony on Halloween night 2 nights ago, I got really bad sick once I got in the lobby of the hospital. I've become sick with health. I have my own health issues, and I've been fighting with them since January. Well, I had an episode in the lobby of the hospital on Halloween. Thank God I was at the hospital. That's the way I see it. Thank God I was at the hospital. This one lady who's in registration who has seen both my husband and myself enough times where she knows who I am when she sees me. She may not necessarily remember my name, but she knows that I'm there enough. Either I'm really bad sick or my husband is really bad sick. I mean, let's face it, last year in 2023, the man, my husband, practically lived at between the hospital and rehab for 7 months last year. I'm sure I mentioned that in a previous video on here. But anyway, I mean, Tony's been in the hospital now for, almost a month? Now, it's like 3 weeks now. And let's see, I got out on October 13th, which I think it was a Sunday. I think. Yeah, it was a Sunday last month. I think. I've had a Groundhog Day issue. That's the easiest way to tell you how my life's been going last several months. But I got out on the 13th and came back home. Yeah, that was a Sunday. Now that I sit here and think about it, that was a Sunday. Well, on Tuesday, the following Tuesday, Tony went in, so that was the 15th. So Tony's been in the hospital since October the 15th, which that was 3 weeks ago on Tuesday. The 29th, I think. It was 3 weeks. So, yeah, he's okay. But, like I said, on Halloween, on Thursday, I just all of a sudden had an episode. And, like I said, the registration lady caught me, and I just started her and some of the nurses grabbed me, slapped me in a wheelchair, took my blood pressure and BP and everything, and they're like, okay, you're not doing good. We're taking you back down to the ER to check you out. I ended up having an AFib episode. So that's what it ended up being. I'm okay. Clearly, I'm okay now. So I have to just be, careful. Tony was upset about the whole thing. He was upset. And I saw him yesterday on the 1st. And I said, behold your wife. I'm here and I live. And he's like, okay, Eddie, chill out. He's like, go get me this stuff. I'm like, you didn't say the magic word. And he said, please. And I said, I'll think about it. Just text me the pictures of what you want and I'll get it for you. Yeah, we're fine. I'm fine. He's fine. I actually jokingly told him I was going to start calling him Stump. If you know why, you know why. And he gave me this look of like, really? I'm like, I'm joking. I'm like, I'm not going to call you Stump. I might call you something else, but, I was like, yeah, we'll just start calling him Stump as a joke. He's like, you're not funny. I'm like, no, that's me being crass. I said, I'm not calling you Stump. I was just thinking about, what would his reaction be to me calling him Stump. Well, anyway, I just hope y'all are doing okay. And I hope y'all have a great and safe month. Bye.